Greetings, everyone, and welcome. It is May the 25th, early a.m. here on the East Coast, about 12:15 a.m., 7:15 a.m. in Kyiv, Moscow, and we are now getting in the results. A few hours ago, Professor Gertis and I put out a breaking news about the large strike. Well, I want to come right back now and confirm what has happened. I can also tell you that there are more UAVs, those Iranian Shaheeds, or we call them geraniums, are on their way to Kyiv and other locations, but we have a very good handle on what happened, and it is potentially going to be the largest scale attack since the full-scale war in February 22. In fact, I can tell you the mayor of Konotop, I will show you that city in just a moment, said it was the largest attack on the city of Konotop since World War II. So we had a combination of 200 to 300 Shaheed drones flying in all over, different ranges, different heights, and then in combination with that, multiple types of missiles, Iskanders, ballistic, cruise. We even had a Zircon missile fired out of the south all the way up to Konotop. It's been a wide array, and targets have been hit over the entire nation. I will share the information with you right now. We'll go to the map, and I will update you and just give you a better picture of what we're looking at here. We'll go to this image here. So we have the map of Ukraine. You can see basically the occupied areas here on the bottom right. What was hit tonight? We'll start with Kyiv. So when you look at Kyiv, you have the Kyiv region here like this, and then you have Kyiv city in the middle. I can tell you right now that in Kyiv region and Kyiv city, in the region, 3 people were killed, 10 people were injured. In the city, we've had multiple homes damaged, 11 injured, and dormitories damaged, 3 districts damaged, and people are still under rubble and they are looking for them. And that would be in this region here of Kyiv. We can call it Kyiv and Metro Kyiv. If I jump down to Zhytomyr, we have had damage at people's homes, some wounded. So residential, and this was by caliber class missiles. So this is Zhytomyr. We've had damage. They are still looking for people there. Ternopil, industrial enterprise was destroyed. Big fire has broken out, but thank goodness there were no loss of life or wounded yet. So this is in Ternopil. I'm going to come over here and show you on the western side so you can see the big war taking place over here, but look where we're being struck on the backside. We then come down to Dnipropetrovsk region. We've had an attack in Dnipro City, in Kryvyi Rih, and in Pavlograd, where infrastructure and injuries have happened in all 3 places. So we've had it in Dnipro, we've had it in Kryvyi Rih, which is right here, and we've had it in Pavlograd. So watch how much this is going to build up, guys. This is how big the attack was. We then moved down to Mykolaiv. Mykolaiv, 5-story apartment building destroyed, 4th and 5th floors. 1 person died, 5 are wounded. People are still below and buried under the rubble in Mykolaiv. So now we come down to Mykolaiv, down here at the bottom of the map, and we have hits here. From Mykolaiv, we can then move to Odessa, down here on the southern part on the Black Sea. Odessa, the city, was attacked by Shaheeds and ballistics, attacked on the ports, and there is relative damage on port infrastructure. So Odessa damaged on port infrastructure. I saw some of that video come through. Sumy region. Some streets in Konotop are particularly completely without power. Destruction of the infrastructure systems, no casualties. This attack was the most massive blow since World War II, according to Mayor Artem Semenkin. All right, so if I go up and find Konotop, Konotop is right here, guys. So they've had the biggest strike since World War II, And you can see this is up here near the border where Russia is amassing troops. I can also tell you that this place here is where the Zircon uh, hypersonic missile was going to. Sumy itself was also hit right here and took the same type of infrastructure damage. We have no casualties in Sumy. We come around to Kharkiv. Kharkiv, multiple drone strikes in three different districts. Residential buildings have been destroyed, an office building and a company. We have 3 injured, and all this is according to Mayor Igor Terekov. So, Kharkiv, residential damage, infrastructure damage, and 3 wounded. We then come to Khmelnytsky region. This is my home region. Khmelnytsky region, you have to jump back over the map to right here. This is Khmelnytsky region. I knew this already because my buddy had called me when the missiles started. My phone rang and he says, Greg, we just heard a big boom down from our apartment. And it was just a little while later that I began to learn about that. We, in our home city of Khmelnytsky, and I'll find out who they are tomorrow. I've already sent a message to Zhenya. We have 4 dead and 5 injured. Civilian infrastructure was destroyed, residential buildings, educational institutions, and transport buildings. This was a very large attack in Khmelnytsky, our home city. 4 dead, 5 injured. And once again, on the map, I remind you that is right there in that area. And then also in Chernihiv, we had strikes here going after infrastructure as well. Now, we do not have final terms on the numbers, but what we can tell you is it is massive. There were 11 Tupolev 95s and Tupolev 160s. Also, the Black Sea had 4 ships with a full salvo of Caliber class missiles. That's 28 more. I can tell you that planes are rolling now, and we probably will see another round of Shaheeds going through the morning hour there. The sun is up, it's bright, but they've been attacking day and night. But the bottom line is here, you're seeing the attack on Ukraine. I'll give you the quick outline here, guys, just on Ukraine in general, including the occupied territory that is ours. All right, so you can see we're hit here, Ternopil, here, Khmelnytsky, Zhytomyr, Kyiv, Chernihiv, Konotop, Sumy, Kharkiv, Pavlograd, Dnipro, Kryvyi Rih, President hometown, Mykolaiv, Odessa. Massive, massive strike tonight. And as we go through the next hours, we will gather more information. I'm staying on top of it. The death numbers will go up. The wounded numbers will go up as they clear rubble. And it's been a very, very difficult night. I've already heard one story of a young boy in Kyiv who was killed running to the air defense place for safety and protection. And he was killed by a Shaheed. We will hear more of these stories. But after the breaking news update I gave you just a few hours ago with Professor Gertis, once I got this information, I wanted to come back right to you and update you. This is what happened, and we'll see what happens next. We'll be on top of it. You guys have a good evening, good morning, good afternoon where you're at. We'll be pushing 1 a.m. here where I'm at on the East Coast of the United States. So soon I'll be getting some rest, and we'll be back at you. Be blessed. Thank you for sharing, liking, and commenting. Your subscription is so important, helping us to spread the message, and we deeply appreciate it. Be blessed.